Good morning. Welcome to Time is Word. Before I start my trip of a morning, I do what's called a pre-trip. And trucking companies are adamant about this. And as you become an owner-operator, you become even more diligent to do it, because if you don't keep track of your truck and your equipment, you're down for the day. It's very costly over simple mistakes that you could have caught on doing a pre-trip. Pre-trip means you check your fluids, check the tires, check your lights, just generally walk around the truck and give it a once over before you start your day. Then you start the truck and you watch your gauges. Now, there's one gauge in particular that we watch extremely close. We don't stare at it all day, but we will monitor it closer than any of the other gauges. That's our air gauge that shows the air pressure in the air system on the truck. And if we have a leak, we can watch, and if that needle drops too fast and it's constantly building air, there's something wrong with the air system. And air is how our brakes are operated by. So that system is very important to maintain and keep in the best operating condition that you can. And by doing so, you eliminate a lot of troubles. And it can be, for me, since I'm an owner-operator, I change my filters every 6 months. It keeps moisture out of the system, because that's just something that will wreck your day, moisture in your air lines. But by staying on top of that, I eliminate a lot of issues that I can have, especially in the wintertime. If I have moisture in my air system, and it gets down to freezing or colder, it can cause things to freeze up, which doesn't allow the system to work correctly, and I'm broke down on the side of the road. Now, by the same token, in our daily lives, and especially in our spiritual lives, we need to do the same thing before we start a day. We need to kind of take a once-over of where we're at in our walk in Christ and our general health, if you will. And what can we do to ensure that? Well, it's simple things like daily study of His Word, daily prayer time, a quiet time, just simple little things like that. And you'd be amazed at how much it helps your day go quicker and easier. In Psalms, the 16th chapter, verse 3 says, "Commit your works to the Lord, and your plans will be established." What did I say? Psalms. I meant to say Proverbs. Proverbs, the 16th chapter, verse 3. "Commit your works to the Lord, and your plans will be established." So spending that time in His Word and that might seem trivial at first, but when you do it repeatedly and it becomes a habit, and I'm told it takes 30 days roughly of doing something for it to become a habit. So I talked about New Year's resolutions yesterday. Well, what about one of your resolutions being spending a few minutes in His Word and a few minutes in prayer each day before you start your day? And you'd be amazed at how those few minutes can make a huge difference in the outcome of your day. So as you get ready to start your day today, have you done a pre-trip on your spiritual condition, your spiritual life, before you start your day? Have you spent a few minutes in His Word, and a few minutes in prayer with Him? And if not, like I said, it only takes 30 days of doing something repeatedly, and it's become a habit. And what better habit than to spend a few minutes in the morning time, quiet before anybody gets up, in prayer and in His Word?